Hey, we added activity metrics inside Smart Reporting. So now you can report on your activity metrics. You can add all sort of activity metrics, such as data about calls, emails, meetings, and so forth. As well, you can filter each metric by closed user and by Smart View. Let me show you some examples. So let's say you have a dashboard for all your activity metrics. You have some high-level KPIs, right? You can add them from here. For example, in this case, you have calls duration, average duration, number of emails opened. You have them for this month, but as well, you can filter the date for the dashboard from here and add specific filters such as custom fields or whatever you want to look into, okay? Then you can create bar charts and see how these metrics are performing over time. So for example, in this case, you have how many calls did each of the sales rep do month over month. We can see here Santi, which is the blue one, is the one that calls the most. In the same fashion, we can have like the duration of calls month over month, and in this case a line chart to see like the average duration per call. As you can see in this case, Santi is the one that calls the most, but is the one with the lowest average minutes per call, right? And Gonzalo in this case is the one that has the biggest average and trending upwards, okay? So another, this is pretty standard stuff, but something you can do more interesting is, for example, looking into a specific sales rep. This case, in this example for Manuel, as you can see here, we have month over month, right? A table created. So we can see how many leads were assigned to Manuel, how many opportunities did Manuel close to one, what was the conversion rate, and then we can compare that to the activity data, right? So for example, how many calls did he do month over month? What was the duration of those calls, the average duration of them? And here you can get creative and calculate, for example, how many calls he did per lead assigned, right? Like the ratio calls over leads. In this case, you see, for example, in the month of February, he had a great conversion rate, right? And is this because he did a lot of calls? Well, not necessarily. He only did 44 calls, but nonetheless, he had a great average per call, per lead assigned. So you can get this, this type of insight. So maybe if a rep didn't perform well, you can look in, okay, what was the problem? Is it because I assigned less leads than usual? Is it because he performed less activity and so forth? So like I said, you can get creative, and create all this type of reports. As well, remember, we have email reports, right? So you can create an email report and receive the activity dashboard or whatever dashboard you have, and you can send it to your team, and I don't know, maybe they can receive it every week on Monday or every day or every month. So you can create some friendly competition, right? Imagine your sales rep are getting an email every Monday, and they can see like the other reps, how much calls are they doing, how are they performing, and it usually brings better results since they're looking at all the data and they say, hey, I don't want to be the guy that calls the least every month. So that's it. Let me know if this helped you, and let me know if I can help in any way.